Hey guys, this is Ray, and I'm going to do a quick Supernatural finale, season 13, kind of recap, just my thoughts. Obviously, these have spoilers, so watch out, okay? I'm wearing my Wayward Daughters shirt, hashtag Save Wayward. I still can't believe that they didn't pick it up. How dare they? Hopefully that'll be rectified, though. But so anyway, so my thoughts on Let the Good Times Roll. Number one, the intro was amazing. When they edit, they do such an incredible job. I loved how they started off with Rowena being like, oh, this is boring. We put some music on, and then they started to carry on. That was fantastic. Okay, another one. So when, of course, for the Destiel lovers out there, such as myself, the moment where Dean is talking about his retirement dream and he wants to be on the beach with the sand and their toes and the Hawaiian matching shirts with him, Sam, and Castiel. That was a highlight, especially when, because Castiel didn't even get mentioned last episode when they're like, yay, to our brothers. But besides the point, when Cass, when they were in the gas station and they were talking about their detective names, and Cass was like, I'm Roland, and Jensen, or Dean, of course, is Beyonce. Perfect. And then the, sorry, I had a wave, my battery's dying. And then, of course, Sam being Michelle, which was just great. That was so much fun. Though, sorry, this video is going to be really choppy. People are going to get sick. Goodness, I have notes. That's what I keep looking at are my notes. So I was talking to my friend Desiree, and we agreed that Jack kind of freaking out and going hardcore on Nate. I mean, I understand that the girl died, and Jack's been feeling guilty about people dying, but we do think it's a little out of character. He went a little hardcore, but I don't know. Mary and Bobby, absolutely loved the pairing of Mary and Bobby. I think that would be fantastic if they continue that next season. I think they would be absolutely wonderful together, and it'd be really cute and simple and not have to be a huge thing. Goodness, I know I'm trying to look. Okay, so yeah, so it was funny because I felt like the start of the episode was very regular episode. It didn't feel like finale time, and maybe that's because they really wanted to jar you and be like, boom, like this is happening now. Gosh, it was just intense. Like the gas station scene where Michael shows up, and then when they show up at the bunker, I don't understand why when they're at the bunker and Michael's getting in, why don't they already have their guns out? Why don't they already have weapons out? Why are they just standing there kind of watching the door? I don't understand that. Okay. When, gosh, sorry, all my notes are like all over the place and I should have been more organized. When Sam got taken again, and they all, and Lucifer had him and Jack, and they had to make that decision, which was just heartbreaking. You could feel the pain from Sam, and Sam didn't want to die, and he didn't want this situation, but he knew that Lucifer's a psychopath, and they're both going to die, so Jack can do this, and Jack can save the world. Heartbreaking. Oh, and Jack, okay, let's rewind a little bit. When Jack was in the forest after he beat up on Nate, and he was doing and punching himself, oh God, like I had just tears. There were tears because it was so, you could feel it. You could feel his pain. Alex did such a great job in that scene, and the pain was real, and it was so sad. So goodness gracious. Okay, when Dean was with Michael, and Michael's saying like, oh, I'm beat up, and this vessel, blah, blah, blah. I was really just hoping they would kill Michael. And I know that to progress the storyline, they couldn't, but I really just wanted anyone to grab an angel blade and just kill him right then and there before he could talk. But of course, when he's saying how he's damaged, and you see that look in Dean's eye. I yelled at my TV and I was like, Dean, no! Don't do it! We've been through this before. This is not a good idea. I know it's your brother and it's the world, but we can figure out another way. What if they're already dead? I mean, come on. And the heartbreak in Castiel's face was so sad because you could just see it. And I literally, again, there were like tears because I knew what that meant and I knew what was going to happen, and it was just so upsetting. And just Castiel's face and the emotions there. Oh, God. Okay. So then, win the scene with the battle with Lucifer and Dean. Okay, for one, I don't like when they fly, because to me, it takes me out of it a little bit, because you can just picture the wires that are happening, that's how they're in the air, and it just looks awkward, and I don't like it. But to just not think about that. And then, like, when Sam throws the knife up, I thought it was all a little cheesy, and I didn't like it. I'd much rather have them beat each other up on the ground, where it looks a bit more real, but whatever. Okay, so when Lucifer had his hand on Dean's head, I thought, and then the lights and stuff, I swore, I was like, maybe Lucifer killed Michael, and Dean's still there, and then we'll be fine. But of course, no. And Lucy, I was like, oh my God, he's actually dead, like, for real, like, for reals, like, we've used Lucifer so much, and I know people have their politics or whatever against Mark, but Mark does an amazing job playing Lucifer, and he has so much fun, and I enjoy the character. Like, I thought in this episode he did an amazing job, and it was fun to watch, even though, like, I hate him and I want him to not be there and not affect Jack. But I couldn't believe that they finally killed Lucifer, because I think it's it. I don't think they're going to bring him back. I mean, there's one more season. His wings were out. It's like, it's done, right? But I was really hoping that Michael was dead. So, like, when they're on there and they all look so happy, like Sam and Jack and Dean, and they're just like, oh my God, we did it. We did it. It was so, and though I knew it was coming, because we've seen the photos of Jensen, and Jensen posted a photo, and we all knew there's, even though maybe it was we thought maybe it would be AU Dean somehow, even though he doesn't exist. Having Michael take over Dean, which of course was dumb, because Dean had to know that Michael wasn't going to just let him have control the whole time. Like, how stupid. And I know Dean was in the moment, so he wouldn't think about that. But that was just another heartbreaking moment. And of course, what kills me is that when you go back to Cass's scene and Cass's face, it's just heartbreak. Complete and utter heartbreak and failure. You could feel it. And I'm like, Cass, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And you will fix him. Okay. One last note is that, the final scene where Dean's walking and, and they show the blue, right? What was Robert Singer thinking? That was such a stupid edit at the end where they're like slow-mo. Why they could have just looked up, had the blue eyes, and just been like, okay, boom, we know he's Michael, it's done, it's cool. Like, really, did we have to have that stupid edit? It was so cheesy. And if I was the actor, like, watching it, I'd be like, really? Like, I feel embarrassment for this little part here. I saw someone post that it reminded them of the end of Thriller, and I was like, yes, that's where they got the inspiration from. But anyway, heartbroken. Oh, also, I thought Samantha Smith's reactionary was amazing. I thought every time she reacted a lot this episode. I thought she did great. I love her. And then I also think that they spent way too much time on the girl and her death and stuff, and just to show that Lucifer's bad. I mean, we know this, and the whole fact that he made the deal with Michael and was going to let the world burn, wouldn't that have been enough to show Jack that he was not good, besides the fact that he enjoyed killing the girl? Thought that was a little lazy, but whatever. So, okay, those are my initial thoughts. I can't believe season 13's over. I am so hoping that next season we get a Ruth and Charlie road trip episode, because that will be amazing. It'll probably be my favorite episode of all time. Thank you for watching. I know this was kind of long. Appreciate you guys. Mwah. Quick add-on, what I forgot to say too is that I loved when Dean as Michael shows up when the whole final battle scene, and his entrance is so reminiscent of Cass, and we think, or I think, and I think other fans think that it's like Dean was in control at that time, and he remembers how epic and powerful Castiel's entrance was when he first met him, and his stance, and so it was great to see him mimic his bestie in that scene, and it made my heart go, love it.